welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be filming today because I feel like I've just missed doing this. Like I absolutely have got into the groove now of doing YouTube. I feel like I've got really confident on it and I'm really starting to enjoy it. If you're the same as me and you're wondering why I'm sitting in a hoodie and I've got basically winter makeup on, dark lips, eyeliner, do you know what? Summer's taken a turn and we're in winter now, just to put it that way. It is freezing. So in today's video, we are doing the assumptions part 2. Now, if you've known, then I've already done an assumptions part 1, obviously already up on my channel, and I answered some of your guys' very juicy assumptions. And because there was many more to answer, I have got a second part, obviously, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know you all enjoyed the first one because I got a lot of views and comments and likes on it. So if you do enjoy this, then please remember to give me a like, comment and subscribe to my channel. And if you are wanting to see any particular videos from me, like Halloween based, or I was going to say Christmas then, but we are not in that state yet, but we will be. This year seems to have flown by. If you have any recommendations, then please leave them down below and I'll be sure to have a look and do them for you guys. But for now, let's get into the video. So as this is in no particular order, I'm just going to jump straight in. Oh no, now it's started to rain. We are really getting into autumn, aren't we? But I'm so excited for them cozy nights, pumpkin spice latte, you know, all them little pumpkins. I don't know where I'm going to put like all my Halloween themed stuff. Anyway, so the first one says, you are a controlling person. Okay, I'm not sure what terms that sort of means in, like obviously because I haven't got a boyfriend and I've never had one, so like it's sort of like I can't really judge it on that base. But within friends and relationships, I don't think I'm controlling at all. So that assumption is actually not true. I think I let people do as they please sort of thing. So like I just go along with the flow. Normally, sometimes I don't really get my own way either. So I'm not controlling. In that sense, also, I'm very sensitive. So like I feel like if I was to control someone or feel like I'm controlling them, I'd feel guilty straight away. So I don't think I have that personality trait. Okay, so the next one says, your family are rich. Right. I feel like everyone gets this assumption, but no, they are not rich. My family aren't rich. Yes, I was brought up very comfortably. I have really nice things. I appreciate everything that I have, and I feel like that's why I'm not, again, going back to the last one, I'm not controlling and I'm not a selfish person, as in like I'm not greedy and all of this. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like if I was rich and I was brought up in this, I don't know, palace, which I'm not saying like everyone brought up in a, oh, I'm trying not to offend anyone here, but you know what I'm trying to say. No, we are not poor. I have a very hard-working dad and family. Like, all of my family members work so hard to get what we have today. And it's not as in like, oh, we could go and buy 10 horses and have a land, a field, and do you know what I mean? But no, we're not like poor. I feel like we're middle class, like obviously not high class, not low class, just middle, like working class, just a normal everyday other person. Like I live in an everyday neighbourhood. I was also brought up to wait for things as well. Like I wasn't giving it to me at my feet. And I feel like that's helped me like appreciate things much better as well. So the next assumption says, you feel unwanted by boys because you've never had a boyfriend. Okay, I feel like this assumption is partly true. I do sometimes feel like my worth depends on like boys that, which let me tell you right now, it should not be like that. I'm working on it. I feel like sometimes I do judge myself based on that, like why don't any boys like me like that, like never had a boyfriend, why does everyone else seem to have one, sort of in that way. But then I look on my past and think like I'm a very picky person, and that's just all it is. Like I'm picky, not to blow my head the other way, I don't even know what I'm saying, but if I wanted a boyfriend, I could have one. So I don't feel unwanted by boys as such, because like I do talk to boys and stuff, like it is just an ongoing like experience sort of thing. But the boyfriend thing, yeah, maybe a little bit, like not unwanted. Again, like I've just said, I'm picky, so it's my own fault sort of thing. Like boys do approach me and they want to talk to me and stuff, but I'm sort of the one to be like, going off of that assumption, I just want to let you guys know that obviously your worth is not based on a boy. I feel like you're your own person and you have your own experiences and stuff like that. So like, no matter if a person's had like 6, 7 relationships or none, you should still love yourself as much as, I'm actually saying this with no self-love. So here we go, learning curve. Next one, you make YouTube videos to benefit others, not yourself. That is actually very true. I started YouTube with the intention of like doing fashion videos and makeup videos, but the more I'm spending time here talking to you guys and like really learning what I need to like put out there on the internet for other people to like be influenced by is actually really good for me as well, because I feel like positive vibes, you know what I mean? I personally really like making content and like talking about what I believe in, because I feel like I've been brought up with like so much like advice driven into my head, and like different things like by my dad and stuff, like, because he says that he's experienced it all and I was born before you and all that. I do make YouTube videos for myself sometimes, so I do like to look back on like what I've done, how much my progress has like taken a spark, you know. And I think when I'm older also, I'd like to look at like my journey and how I was as an 18-year-old girl and stuff like that, so I just find it pretty cool, to be honest. Okay, this is a bit of a weird one. You've had filler / work done. Okay, hun, first of all, where have you seen this filler? Because I've literally got small lips. My cheeks are just normal, you know? Normal. Filler where? Work done? Like my nose? Are you sure? Like, are you sure? One thing I have had done, and this is not plastic surgery, this is not filler, this is not work done. I've had Botox in my hands actually. This is on another video which I will explain, but basically I've just got excessive sweating in my hands, so I need to get it topped up like a few months just to stop the sweating, because it is really irritating when I go to work and I can't serve customers on the till because my hands are literally like dripping. It's obviously better in the winter because it's colder, but yeah, by the way, when I say excessive sweating, it don't stink or anything, it's just literally water from my hands. Don't get mixed up. I would say like work done is like what you want to have. This is not a personal choice, obviously. I have to have it sort of thing because it helps me. Thinking of the future, would I get anything done? I don't think so. Not to like flatter myself or anything, but I just think I like the natural look at the moment. I feel like maybe when I'm older I might reconsider, but I feel like at this moment in time, not that I'm happy with the way I look, but I feel like I can enhance things without getting work done and spending money on unnecessary things. The answer to that assumption is no, I haven't had anything done except from my hands, which obviously is a healthcare problem. You're an only child. Yes. No. What on earth? Why did I just answer yes? I'm literally laughing because I answered yes to one of these assumptions when it was literally no. One of these assumptions says you're an only child. No, I'm not an only child. I've got a sister. And I think personally I wouldn't like to have it that way, just because I like to sometimes, me and my sister hide our secrets, as in we cover for each other. So the next one says you have a fast metabolism, that's why you don't gain weight. I am probably the slowest metabolism I have. That just didn't make sense. That assumption couldn't be far from the truth. I'd probably eat a cookie and gain weight, so I don't know where you've got that from. No, honestly guys, I applaud you all who have the fast metabolism and can eat 5 McDonald's a day and not put on any weight, but unfortunately that is not me. My metabolism is normal, I guess. I can eat sometimes what I want, like bad things, and it will just be normal. It will build up on me eventually. I feel like before I was so jealous of people that had fast metabolisms. I was like, why can't I do this? And I tried loads of remedies to get my metabolism like sped up and stuff. Like, I don't know what remedies are, but personally I just think now, I think it will catch up with them. Like, they can eat as much as they want now, but when they're older, they won't be healthy and they won't look good. I feel like that came across really bitchy. I didn't mean it to be like that. I just literally just said that, like, obviously I did have my doubts and feel like, why can't I have the fast metabolism? But everyone's different at the end of the day. And if you eat a cheeseburger and you gain 1 cheeseburger of weight, then you do you know what I mean? At this age as well, it's so crucial to go out with your friends and eat what they're eating as well, so that you don't miss out. Like, I feel like these are the times where you're gonna look back when you're older. Like, why do you want to be an old lady and sit and look back at your past and be like, I didn't eat that cheeseburger because I thought I'd gain a bit of weight? Like, come on, like, do you know what I mean? So I feel like fast metabolism, yeah, it's good in some ways. I don't know why I'm going on tangent, but I just thought I'd let you know that obviously everybody is beautiful. You have over £1,000 in your bank account. Would I really think I would share this on the internet? Yeah, we are gonna, because this is the juicy assumptions. The answer to that is yes. Again, I've had 2 jobs in my lifetime. I have saved till the end. Honestly, I was on £20 a week and I saved that. I really put in the grind to save my money, and I just saved it until I could have like a good amount to buy something that I really wanted. Don't be bitter, be better. Honestly, I'm not one to be like, yeah, I have £1,000 in my bank. But no, seriously, I just wanted to like let you guys know. If you were curious, then yeah, I do. I just feel like, again, as I said, I'm a big saver. I do spend sometimes, occasionally on these hauls and things that I want to spend my money on. Like I do think carefully about what I'm gonna invest in and stuff like that. So I feel like that's why my money has been saved up. You know, I've also one crucial thing I forgot to say, that I'm sure if all of you guys saved your birthday, Christmas, Easter, if you get money for Easter, I don't. Why am I saying that I get money for Easter? I just started listing all the celebrations thinking that I get money for all of them. I don't. So obviously, like my birthday money, I have saved in that account as well. So that's why it's racked up a little bit. So there we go. There's your answer. You would go on Love Island if you was approached. Do you know what? I don't think I would say no. Only because I think it would be a really good experience. Not that I'd really go on there to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna be like one of those girls who just go around, you know what I mean? I mean, if you're one of those girls, you shouldn't have a problem with it, do you know what I mean? You do you. But I'm just not like that, and I just feel like I'm very careful with what I do. But I don't think I would say no, because I feel like you have an opportunity to meet some good people. I feel like people at the moment it's getting very popular because people go on there for like fame and money and all that. So I feel like it's becoming more and more of a fake show. A couple of years ago, I was like, no, I would never go on there just because of the reputation that some of the people have on there. But I feel like everyone's a person, do you know what I mean? Like they all come from different backgrounds. I think you'd have a really good chance to find love. Like Olivia Buckland and Alex are married now. Like people have really like grown on there, and I feel like everything happens for a reason. So I feel like if I was approached, I would probably go on it. Okay, and the last assumption before I end up boring you all, because I feel like this video is going to be really long. You regret loads of things / you wish you could change the past. Actually, that assumption is really not true. I don't regret anything. I just personally think, again, like I said in the last one, everything happens for a reason. I feel like my past experiences I've really learned from, and I feel like, yeah, everyone tells you this, but honestly, it's so true. Like, if I didn't have my issues in the past and stuff, like with my mental health, I wouldn't be like half as strong as I am today, even though I'm not there yet, but you know what I mean? Not even about that though, you have to go through like breakups and stuff to become a stronger person, and you can always, like I know people dwell on their past and stuff with like stuff like that, but I feel like you learn from it and you recognise, if you don't have a bad day, how can you recognise a good day? Do you know what I mean? So you've got to have them bad experiences to recognise the good and how well you get treated and etc, etc. I feel like everyone you meet, there's a reason behind why you meet them, and I feel like that's really interesting, and I will stick by that. So everyone that I've met in my life, obviously I've either learnt from, been friends with, still friends with, do you know what I'm saying? So I don't regret anything actually. Obviously there's some things I could have done differently, but not regretting. So everyone, unfortunately that is the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and obviously I will do a part 3 if you want. I will obviously put up another poll if you guys want another assumptions, but I can't believe how many that I got. And if you are enjoying my content and you have just joined my YouTube channel, then please stay, please subscribe, like this video, and give me a comment down below. And that is all I've got for today, so I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys!